Welcome back to Sunday League Football, Friendly Edition. Despite having 4 to 5 games in hand over the rest of the league, they've put us back even further by not giving us a game, so, friendly. And today we face up to Blackshots Athletic, a team that we've played twice in the past. Back in the very first season when we wasn't recording, we beat them twice, 3-1 and 9-1. They currently sit in the division below us in 4th place, and these are the players that are going to face up to them today. Starting off, of course, in between the sticks, we've got Sean. Ahead of him, we've got a back four of Wayne left back, Scottish right back, and Graham and Aaron in the middle. Sitting ahead of them, we've got Super Dan and Luke, followed by Nosey on the left, Connor on the right, and Too Good in the middle, which leaves one man up top, and that's Nick. Just the one sub today in Tomo, and it's roll on and roll off for the whole game. So without further ado, let's crack on. And so first action of the game is with Connor, who picks up the ball and does a nice little scoop to get in between two players here. He then switches it over to that far side where Nosey is, but it bobbled up and he ends up slicing it to where Luke is instead. Luke then tries to get it out to Nosey, but he's being held back by number 7. That's a free kick. The free kick's taken by Dan into the box to where Too Good is. He touches it onto where Connor is, but number 5 gets there ahead of him and puts it out for a corner. Corner's whipped in by Nosey, but the wind's strong and that looks to be going in at the near post, only for the keeper to save it. Quick message to all kids at football pitches.
If you don't stay alert, you could end up getting hurt.
This girl got lucky. She weren't stopping for no one. Even when she saw that there was potentially a danger of getting hit, she just carried on. On another day, it could have been pow right in the kitchen. Meanwhile, over the far side, even though he shouldn't be getting involved, Troy is loving the flag over there. Someone else who's showing some moves is number 3 for our opponents. So far, so good on the judging, but can he make it a full house?
And Bruno Tognoni.
Well done that man, but we move on and it's a goal kick from Sean up towards the halfway line, headed on by Nick. Onto Connor, who flicks it on for Too Good. He gets it down and spots the runner Nosey over the far side. It's a perfect ball as Nosey gets it under, fires with the left past the keeper, but also just past the post. Unlucky. More pressure now. Super Dan plays the ball over the halfway line to Too Good. He flicks it over the top to where Nick is. Nick's muscled off by number 16, falls over, then 16 falls over him. Too Good picks up the loose ball, plays it square for Luke.
Oh, touch of a rapist.
Oh, I don't know about that, Andrew. Back to the game and it's Blackshots that's playing it out from the back. 16 plays it over the top to number 8. He pushes off Aaron there, makes his way into the box, fires with the right, past Sean, but like Nosey, his chance goes past the post as well. More pressure from our opponents now as number 3 throws the ball in over Dan's head and it goes to no number. He's got no number. Where's his number? I need his number. Slight upgrade, can't complain with that as no number puts it into the box. 8 on the turn, but the shot's weak and it's saved by Sean. Playing it out from the back now, Wayne, he plays it up to the halfway line where Too Good is. He sticks it over the top of the defender here to where Nosey is and number 5 comes over to put pressure on him. Nosey looks to go clear of him, but number 5's doing a good job of holding him up. He twists one way, then the other, looks to get the cross in, which is deflected off a number 5.
Yeah, Matt, is it, mate? Oh!
Scorchio, absolute belter from Too Good there, so quick that Andrew could barely keep up. 1-0 Palmers FC. Kick-off, and from the kick-off we get the ball straight away with Connor who puts it over the top for Nick. He's almost away but has got to deal with number 5 here who's just as quick and holds him up. Good defending here from our opponent as he stands his ground, makes Nick go on the outside and eventually gets the tackle in, and that goes out for a corner. Nice boots, but anyway Nosey puts the ball into the box. It's met by the keeper who punches clear, only as far as Dan with the overhead kick, but that's over the bar. Back to the boots, but more importantly, even though it's a different pitch, we're still witnessing a bus on a Sunday. Every hour, on the hour, can't fault it, fantastic service. Quick substitution and Luke's made way for Tomo. Another chance for us now as Nosey wins the ball on the halfway line, brings it forward and plays it up to Nick who's in on goal at this point. It bobbles up as he sticks it over the top of the keeper, but that goes over the bar as well. Throw in near side for our opponents into the box, cleared by Tomo, up to Connor who manages to get away from 15 at this point. He checks inside onto his left foot as he plays a ball over the halfway line up to Nick. He's away from number 5, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. He takes it round him, but he looks to have dragged that too far as he gets it under control, puts it into the box. It's a looping ball for Nosey. He hits it first time, not the cleanest, but the touch of the first defender takes it away from the second and it ends up into the back of the net, and that's 2-0 to Palmers FC. Kick-off. Pressure continues now as Nick picks up the ball in the final third, plays it out to this near side where Connor is. He takes a touch and cuts inside of his man here, then plays a lovely little ball into the box into the path of Too Good, who lays it off for Nick. First time shot, but the keeper makes a save. Good football. Connor now in the middle of the park finding Nosey on that far side in space. He looks to get it under control as he puts it into the box, but number 2's there to block it with his hand, and that's brought back for a free kick. Dan whips the free kick into the box. It looks to come off of Connor. Tomo's there to swipe it with the left, but that goes well over the bar. Ta-da. Half-time and advert. You've seen the games, you've seen the goals, you've seen the action, but it's now time to follow us on the socials. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you know it makes sense. So it's a quick turnaround and we're ready for the second half. Talking of turnarounds, number 3 does a couple here as he managed to get away from Aaron and Dan, fires the ball, but that's over the bar. Moving on, we got a defensive clearance from Dan here, which is picked up by Too Good. He gets it under, then manages to get round number 5 with one of the oldest skills in the book. Hit it one side and run round the other. He gets clear, fires the shot, but that's wide of the goal. The goal kick's taken, it's Luke that wins the header here as it's nodded down towards Too Good. As he gets it under, he turns and plays it into Connor who's made the run here, fires with a left, but that's well over the bar. In case you wasn't aware, what Wayne's doing here is actually classed as a foul, and it enables your opponent to get a free kick. Now, free kicks are a good opportunity to get the ball into the box, but unfortunately in this case, it wasn't to be. I must point out that this is Scottish's first return to the team after his broken leg. It's good to see him back, but he's got to go to work in a minute as he plays the ball into Dan here. Dan then spots Connor on the edge of the box as he goes one way, turns the other, gets the shot in here, but the keeper makes an easy save. When the keeper does eventually get up, he launches a massive goal kick over the halfway line. It bounces once for number 3 to run onto. He dinks it over Sean and into the back of the net, and that's now 2-1 to Palmer's FC. Route 1 football, a very soft goal to concede indeed. So Scottish's time's up, he's got to head to work, and he's being replaced by Wazza.
Come on!
Hey.
Hashtag bring back Wazza!
So Wazza still loves Palmer's FC, and the fact that this was a friendly, lack of players, why not just slip the orange shirt on again and have a bit of fun? So we find ourselves on this near side with Knowlesy, who's being tracked closely by number 8, but he managed to get away from him, then get the cross in. It's over everyone's head and on to Wazza.
Oh.
What a moment it could have been. As our opponents break away, here's Wayne just not giving a damn again. The free kick came to nothing, was cleared up to Too Good, who completely hashes this shot. And on that note, it's time for a substitution and a cameo. Nick for Too Good and Connor for Smiv. By far the biggest question in this series is why don't you play? Well, you're about to see why. A complete montage of my 9 minutes and 37 seconds on the field. First job is to pick up the ball on the halfway line only to be outdone by the ref. Cheers, mate. Second job is to celebrate smashing the ball into the back of the net from a volley. With Luke. A fantastic assist from our opponent, great strike from Luke, and big tens from me. Well done that man, 3-1 Palmer's FC. Luke Hazard seems to have devolved back to Luke, you know, the one that just kicks the ball and gets injured. But then again, who am I to talk with my glass ankles? He's been replaced by Too Good. Anyway, back to the game and it's kick-off, and this is where my stamina goes as I chase down number 15, don't get anything there. Chase down the defender over the far side, don't get anything there. Keep on chasing, the ball goes out of play, and that is pretty much me done. In fact, that's the quickest and furthest I've run in about 2.5 years. Meanwhile, the game carries on and Tomo clips no number here as he goes down. Nothing malicious, but our opponent didn't see it that way. He's ready for some handbags. But you know what? Handbags isn't ready for this. There's just too many men and not enough handbags to go around. And obviously, I don't want to milk it too much, but alright, go on then. Just the one. Excuse me, guys, I've just found this new season Pirelli designer Mia powder blue grab bag. It was just sitting here on the pitch. It's got a double zip compartment and easily transforms into a fashionable crossbody. It's beautifully designed and simply practical. Any takers? Because if not, I'm hitting the town tonight with this bad boy. Anyway, enough of handbags. Back to my cameos. I get the ball off of number 7 here. Travel over the halfway line, but he tracks back, gets the tackle in, and I fall over. Fantastic. My next job as cameo today is scream for the ball on the edge of the box from Nick. Put it on my right, I said. He sticks it on my left. Not what I really wanted, Nick, but I do knock it past number 6 and play it out to Knowlesy on this near side, who eventually falls over. So as my famous cameo draws towards its end, you've seen poor running and poor passing. But here's tackling, one part of my game I'll always vouch for. But I'm not here to do that. I'm here to stick the ball in the back of the net. But unfortunately, it doesn't fall to me from the corner. But it does go out for another one. Change of tactics, stand at the back post, knowing no one's going to mark you because you're not going to do anything special. Wait for Dan to cross it in, over everyone's head, and me to bang it into the back of the net. Realise that was a plan in my head and it didn't actually happen. Moan at Dan for not actually making it come true. Then run off the field pretending that was a breeze when actually I'm dialing 999 because my lungs are fouled. Let's welcome Connor back onto the field. Meanwhile, here's Wayne, and he's not in the way, he's just not giving a damn again.
Oh, it's like watching Billy the Limpet, isn't it?
Absolutely, Bob.
Anyway, we press on as Nick picks up the ball on the edge of the box, fires with the right, but that's well over the bar. Then Wayne backheels, falls over and wins us a free kick. Knowlesy whips the ball in towards the edge of the box. He's headed on by Nick, up to Connor, who takes one touch, then another, fires with the left, but that's over the bar as well. As the game draws to a close, it's Connor that plays the ball up to Nick. He's got sight of goal here as he fires it with the left, but the keeper makes a save. The corner's then taken quickly, short to Knowlesy as he looks up, puts it into the box, but that's to nobody, and another save for the keeper. He then acts quick and looks to get us on the counter again with another route 1, and it seems to have worked again as the ball goes over the halfway line, takes a bounce as number 3 gets onto the end of it. Wayne's not giving a damn. Dan's not giving a damn either as number 3 hits it. It hits the bar, and that goes out for a goal kick. But there's no time for that because that's full time. We run out 3-1 winners in this friendly. A good little run out for the lads on what would have been a week off ahead of a big game against Gateway next week. Don't forget to follow us on the socials as well to keep up to date with when games are on or off. But in the meantime, thanks for all your support and we'll see you in the next one. Aaron, my friend, I know you're tall, but you're not that tall. You were so far off you could have had Scottish on your shoulders and you still probably wouldn't have got it. Maybe switch it up, add a couple of Oompa Loompas and you might have got it. The ball hung up for so long you could have gone to B&Q and come back and stood on one of these bad boys and you might have got it.